What is up, everybody? We are back here for the second round NBA playoff predictions, and boy, did we have an entertaining first round here. We actually have one of every seed, 1 through 8, advancing to the second round. And we started out in the Western Conference with the Nuggets, who beat the T-Wolves in 5, although a lot of those games were indeed close. T-Wolves could have actually pushed it to game 6 or 7 there. And then we've got the Suns, who win in 5, but the Clippers were without Kawhi for the last 3 games, and obviously without Paul George for the whole series, and a lot of those games were still close. So not like the Suns impressed very well. We've already had one game in the series where the Nuggets won handily in Denver. I actually had the Nuggets winning that one. It was a betting pick on our Discord. I'll drop the link in bio for that. We have all betting locks, and we are currently very profitable on the year, over 25 units up, so definitely be sure to check that one out. But with that being said, I think that the Suns will be more competitive in this series. Before the playoffs started, I had the Suns winning this series. I am going to alter that. Give me the Nuggets, but in 7 games. A lot of people have been overreacting, saying that the Suns are just going to get gentlemen swept or maybe lose in 6 games. No, I think this one is going to 7 games, but I just think that the Nuggets will get the better of them because they have more depth. They're playing in altitude, very strong home court there. The Suns just do not have a reliable bench at all. It's really just that core of Booker, Durant, Paul, and Ayton. And then you've got Torrey Craig and Cam Payne off the bench. But that isn't going to cut it against this talented Nuggets team. I think this one's going to be a great series, but give me the Nuggets to win it there. Next, we go to the Warriors and the Lakers, and this one will be a great series. Steph and LeBron might be the final time we get to see these two battle in the playoffs, and the Warriors actually do have home court here, which will be monumental. They've been far better home team than on the road, although they did win 2 games on the road in 5 and 7 against the Kings there. And I think this one solely comes down to the Anthony Davis matchup. Who will the Warriors have guarding him? I think it'll probably be Draymond or Looney, and Looney was just a beast. He was the biggest X factor for this Warriors comeback against the Kings in this series. I mean, if he keeps putting up these 20 rebound performances, I don't think that the Lakers stand a chance in this one. I also think it's going to come down to perimeter shooting of the Lakers. When they were knocking down shots, they were blowing out that Grizzlies team, but when they weren't, it was a pretty tough showing there. The Lakers do have more depth with the likes of Reeves, Hachimura, D'Lo, and Vanderbilt. And I think you're going to have to see much better consistent performances out of people like Wiggins, Poole, and Draymond, but I think that they will climb to the challenge here. I mean, you're looking at a team that really mailed it in for a lot of the regular season and just accepted that they were going to be a lower seed coming into the playoffs, but they were going to go 100% when they got there, and you saw the rust a little bit in those first 2 games that they lost in Sacramento, but I think that they are coming together here, so give me the Warriors to win this one in 6 games. I think Curry has a masterful performance here, and I just think that this Lakers team is too inconsistent. You saw in games 2 and 5, they really mailed it in. Neither was really close near the end, and they did win that close game 4. Who knows how the series could have looked if they did not win that game. So next, we get to the Eastern Conference where we have the Heat versus the Knicks. And again, on the Betting Locks Discord, I had the Heat plus 170 money line taking home game 1, and that they did behind a great Jimmy Butler performance once again there. Obviously, coming off of a big upset in 5 games over the Milwaukee Bucks. Sure, Giannis was out for 2.5 games, but still, when he came back, he played pretty well, and the Heat still won that one in dominant fashion there. And they're facing a Knicks team who just wiped the floor with the Cavs in 5 games there. I anticipate this will be a very entertaining series. Give me the Heat to win this one in 6 games. I expect the Knicks to bounce back in Game 2, especially considering the ankle injury from Jimmy Butler. But after Game 2, there is a 4-day break until Game 3. I think they'll get healthy in that one. And the Heat were great in those 2 games in Miami, so I think that they'll play great on their home court, whereas the Knicks, even in a very loud and raucous Madison Square Garden, lost Game 1 there. So even though they are without Victor Oladipo and Tyler Hero in this series, they have been getting great contributions from guys like Kyle Lowry, Kevin Love, Duncan Robinson, and Gabe Vincent, among others. And also you have the pending status of Julius Randle. Don't know when he's going to be back, but Adebayo matched up to Mitchell Robinson today pretty well. And as long as he can neutralize the big men for the Knicks, I think that the Heat will win this series in 6 games there. And lastly, we get to the Sixers and Celtics. This was one of the most hyped prospective second-round matchups coming into the playoffs. But now with Embiid being injured, doubtful for Game 1, it's looking like the Sixers don't have much of a shot. Give me the Celtics to win this in 6 games. I know that the Celtics messed around with the Hawks. They did do this in the playoffs last year. I do not think that Celtics Heat Eastern Conference Finals should have gone to Game 7, and they almost paid the ultimate price. Jimmy Butler could have hit that shot late in Game 7 there. But I just think that their chemistry and talent are unmatched with the Sixers team, especially when Harden is playing so inconsistent at the moment. Maxey will have to be majestic in this series, and you're also going to have to get great contributions from role players like Paul Reed there, but I don't even think it's going to be enough. It's sad to see that the Sixers team will be without Embiid, and hopefully he'll be back for the games in Philadelphia, games 3 and 4, and then the Sixers might have a shot. But even so, give me the Celtics to win this one in 6 games. I just think that they're the more talented team in that one. So with that being said, let me know what your guys' playoff predictions are down below in the comments. I would like to know. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.